I am Neo, and this is Neo's New Worlds. If you're not familiar with the Mandela effect, it's a really super interesting phenomenon that's been kind of gaining traction over few the last few years, beginning for me in about 2016. And so the Mandela effect, what is it? The Mandela effect is a phenomenon of basically dealing with it's dealing with remembrance. And I guess you would call it mass misremembrance, where large groups of people all have the same memory of an event that happened in the past, but when you research that event and the way that we believe that it's happened, or the way that it actually turns out that that would be false. Like it's a false memory. It's not. It doesn't align with the current consensus or the current storyline that we're given. Was just tagged in the post. What's that about? All right. So some examples of the Mandela effect are a lot of people, including myself, remembering South America, the geography of South America being different. South America being directly underneath North America. And if you look on a map today, South America is shifted so far to the east that it basically begins where North America ends on the east side, on the east coast. For example, like it aligns up with like the west coast of South America is where Florida is. You know, another, so it's shifted like 2,000 miles east. If you look at a map and you compare it to your memory, you may have the same memory that South America was of a much different location. There are many other geographical Emmys. For example, there is Cuba. I remember Cuba as being a very small island. Many millions of people remember Cuba as being a small island, you know. And now if you look on the map, uh, it's longer than Florida. It's longer than the length of Texas. It's like super huge. It's maybe like 5 times what it seemed to have been. Some other MEs are, you know, the only attacks on American soil from foreign nations were like Pearl Harbor and what else was there? 9/11. All right, 2 attacks. Now there's like many attacks, like maybe like five there was one in World War II where the Germans nearly won the war. They were sinking, I don't know, dozens of ships off the coast of North Carolina. It's called Torpedo Alley. You can research it. Germans had U-boats basically stationed off of the coast of North Carolina and Virginia, and they were just torpedoing ships like left and right. So I don't remember that. I don't remember the Germans ever getting that close to U.S. soil. You know, America's isolated and basically were able to maintain that protection that the isolation gave. But there are other cases as well. There were attacks, several attacks on the Statue of Liberty. Now, if you look that up, a big one for me is the Lion and the Lamb. You know, I grew up going to church and I studied the lion shall lay with the lamb, and what that meant to me, you know, I don't know what it means to you, but it meant to me that one day there will be peace on earth, and even predators will no longer be predators. You know, there will be peace amongst all animals and all beings on this planet. So now it means other things, you know, depending on who you talk to. However, now it's the wolf shall lay with the lamb. The wolf! That is crazy. There's even pictures, so many depictions all over that show lion and a lamb together. And so, all right, I have to get in. You know what the Mandela effect is now. Okay, another one is moon landings. I remember there being one moon landing. America went and put humans on the moon once. It was like Buzz Armstrong or Neil Armstrong or whatever, and like somebody else, and they walked on the moon, and that was like the big thing. Now there's like 6 American missions where humans have stepped foot on the moon. Different Apollo missions, like six times there were landings on the moon, which is insane. Okay, so a lot of people say the Mandela effect is due to timeline shifting, CERN, quantum computers, the Large Hadron Collider, where they're particle colliders that are creating black holes, and the universe is getting screwed up because information from other dimensions or the fabric of the universe is somehow being torn or ripped apart. Another theory is uh, what is it? Something to do with quantum. I don't know. There's a lot of different theories, a lot of crazy theories. So none of these theories are true. What's happening is we literally have been under a spell. Humans have been living in a matrix, like the movie The Matrix, okay? And in the matrix, our consciousness is in a world, it's in a holographic world that's not a real world, okay? And we have bodies that are outside of the world, right? So we're in a situation that's similar to that, where our consciousness and our bodies are not unified, all right? And so what's happening is something is happening within this universe where the frequency of the planet is raising. The frequency is the vibration of the planet is elevating to an extent where humans, the consciousness of the humans is being able to break out of this box, to be able to break out of this prison, to be able to break out of the program that is the matrix. And once you break out of the program, you realize that we live in a quantum reality. Okay, so what does it mean to live in a quantum reality? It means that all possibilities can exist. It doesn't only mean that all possibilities exist, it means that time does not exist at all. So timelines is not a real thing. Who's maintaining all of these timelines? There's not a billion, gazillion, infinite amount of timelines. There's no time at all. There's only the present moment. There's only the only consciousness, to be 100% true with you. The only consciousness that exists is the consciousness of you. Your consciousness goes out into the world and interacts with these particles. It interacts with the consciousness, the energy that the world is, and it projects back a reality that's be able to be perceived by our consciousness. So when our frequency raises, when our vibration raises due to this great shift that we're undergoing, anything is possible. And we literally recreate our entire day, our entire life, our entire experience, moment by moment. When we become powerful enough, we'll be able to go into meditation, and whatever we imagine appears. We'll be able to change the color of the sky to purple, change it to red, change it to green. Fire in my hand. Because the truth is that we are the sole creators of our own reality. And there's nothing outside of you that's more powerful than you. We are all perfect beings we weren't even created in the image of God. I mean, we are all literally like walking angels, earth angels, or gods or goddesses. We are all immensely powerful beings. And that power, that immense power that's within us is being revealed to those of us who are ready to see it. And the way that I've learned to unlock this ability is to move into unconditional love. And unconditional love is simply realizing that all is in alignment, all is beautiful, all is perfect. When we love ourselves and all things around us without conditions, it's like we move into the frequency or the sound, the vibration, the God frequency, the core frequency that this universe operates under is of unconditional love. That's why wars are able to occur and also peace is able to occur at the same time. Because from that higher perspective, it all is just creation. It's all possibility. It's our the time is now for us to control our thoughts, to figure out that we're in this world for a greater purpose than to make money and to be rich or famous or to acquire anything in the physical world. What's being revealed to us is that we are creators. We are gods and goddesses. We can create anything within this physical world that we can imagine. But there is so much more in store for us. So much more available to us. So yes, the Mandela effect is not by anything that's happening outside of you. It's just a trigger that happened within your own soul that was like, wake up. And when we wake up, we're literally going to be walking on a dream for thousands of years, meaning like you won't die. You won't die in 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 years. You may transfer form. You may choose to be you may choose to be a tree. You may choose to be an ocean. You may choose to experience life from the perspective of a dragon, from a fish, from a wolf, from a fox. But that'll be a conscious transference of your consciousness. What I'm saying is that life is far more magical than we've ever been told. Life is more beautiful than we could ever imagine. And when we dare to open our hearts, which I see many in the Mandela Effect community are very kind and compassionate people who generally want to see good for humanity. As long as we keep doing that, stay in our heart, dream big, work towards doing our part in healing the planet and healing ourselves and healing our families, which is so very important. Yeah, the life will become a lot more and more like a video game. That was one of the other ideas, that the Mandela effect is a simulation. That we live in a computer simulation. Yeah, it is a simulation. Life is a simulation, but it's a holographic simulation projected through the quantum computer of your own consciousness. There's not any programmer in some low tech computer that, we're running. No, it's not. We're not inside a PS4. We're in a consciousness, a holographic reality projected by infinite awareness. And the infinite awareness is your true self. So we are simulating our own reality. We are simulating our own reality. We are projecting our own reality for us to experience. And as we begin to wake up, we'll realize that all eyes are the one eye. Every tree, every being, every leaf in this world is experiencing this world from a unique perspective, a unique consciousness that we each have the possibility, the we have access to. It's it's another, like Michael Jackson said, "You're just another side of me." Everything in this world is one, and we're moving outside of the illusion that we are separate and the illusion that life is linear and fixed. And we're moving into a fluid reality that's going to be so amazing and magic. What's going to happen? All the systems of this world that are based upon lack, suffering, separation, those things are illusions. They're all going to fall away. So governments, the school system, which doesn't teach you anything, uh, many churches, if they don't transform, churches are great because they give people community. And we're going to definitely need community in this future as we move into a galactic community of Earth. So we're going to need places to gather, and churches are great for that. But churches also need to begin to teach higher awarenesses, which began with the manifestation ministries, which tell you, hey, there's a power within you, which is good. But now we need to move to the next step of realizing that all of the power in the universe, greater than an atomic bomb, greater than nuclear, greater than a star, anything that you can see is you. The power, add up the power and the energy of everything within your conscious awareness. I see stones, I see the sky, the sun is here, trees. At nighttime I could see thousands of stars. The sum of all that energy is your power. And trust me, we're not here just to be rich and famous at all. We're not here just to be successful within a human, you know, realm of judgment. We're here to be great and to understand, to awaken, to know, to be. And this grand healing that we're going through is going to heal your family, it's going to heal your community, it's going to heal your body, it's going to heal your mind, it's going to heal your soul. Once your body, mind, soul, emotions, family, and community are healed, are one, are living in abundance, are living in grace, are living in beauty, are living in joy, are living creatively. That's the process of ascension. So yes, this is a form of, it's ascension into a reality that's much different from our previous reality. And this is very important. Everyone is not ascending at the same time, and there's going to be multiple frequencies or dimensions of human beings existing at the same time. What I mean by that is there are going to be humans on 3D, lack separation, suffering. There are going to be humans on 4D, which are more powerful, more imaginative, and some of those are earth angels, some of those are demonic demonic humans, that are controlling the bank systems. Those are powerful beings. They're on like 4D frequency. They're not on 3D. They don't even have lack. They have abundance, but they use their abundance to suppress the 3D, the masses. And then there's going to be 5D, 6D, 7D, going all the way up to I don't know what dimension. I'm still raising my vibration. I want to experience more. And in those dimensions, there's going to be like living superheroes. And, some of us are going to be able to fly. And we're going to be flying right over the head of people who are working 9 to 5 and who are suffering, and people who are living in poverty or in war zones or in restricted lives. And the possibility will be there for the lower frequency humans to raise their vibration into the 4D, to choose light or dark. And once you choose light or dark in the 4D, where you're already a powerful and somewhat awakened being, you can then stay there, or you can move from an angelic human or a dark human, Illuminati, into a magical being. And then, we even have the possibility of being formless, being outside of the body. But within the body, we can move up to, in my perception, 5D. And 5D is like instant manifestation, surrounded by beauty, surrounded by love. So no lack whatsoever, no doing anything that your heart doesn't truly desire. And whatever your heart truly desires is available to you. The earth, the air, the water, completely healed and pure. living in harmony with all beings and living in harmony with the planet, and having a shield of light around you so that you're protected and you can be unharmed by the dark forces which will exist in the 4D and 3D, and which will always exist because Earth, as long as you're on Earth, because Earth is a realm of polarity, duality, separation. It's not a world of complete and ultimate unity or oneness, because that's only source. You can't experience. You need another. It's like the simplest thing on this planet is one splitting into two. The Vesica Pisces. You have an atom. It's atoms. You need multiple atoms to build molecules. You need separation. That's polarity. That's duality. You need simple cells, bacteria, and whatnot. One cell splits into two. Those two split into four. That's the way this universe works, through polarity. But we'll be able to experience. We are being shown a more graceful and beautiful experience than we ever have had. I thank you all for joining in. Please type in the chat and in the comments. I can't see. I don't know how to see the comments or the chat. I'm on my mobile phone, but chat any comments that you have about either the Mandela effect and what you see happening in the future. Do you see it expanding? Do you see more people becoming aware of it? There was just a movie out which I didn't see. I saw some reviews from other YouTubers. Some of them trashed it, and some of them said it was good, but I'm not interested in it. I am the Mandela effect, so are you, probably, or we're quantum beings. But what do you see happening with the Mandela effect over this next year, 2020? And one more question that I want you to type in the chat. What is your wish for yourself, or what is your wish for humanity in this new year? I've talked a lot this video. I'm going to slow down in my next videos, but thank you all for tuning in. I love you very much. I'm Neil. This is Neil's New World. I'm going to be having a lot more videos that are uplifting the planet, in ways that I can, by sharing my knowledge, sharing my thoughts, sharing my ideas. And that's it. Love you. Peace, love, and lights. I'm Neil. This is Neil's New World. Like, comment, subscribe. Who knows? I might even do some music on this channel. Yeah, that's it. Peace, love, and light. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah.